That's all the stuff on the front panel. Now it's time to install the motherboard. Let's go for it. Okay, so I've cleaned up a tiny bit in here, and I got the case down on his side now, so we can install the motherboard. So now we just got to make sure all this wires and stuff are out of the way. All right, so let's do that. Eventually this stuff will have to go in there, but yeah, it's just gonna get in the way of the motherboard. Okay, I think that might do it for now. For now, let's try to get some of this stuff out of here. Okay, alright, let's get this party started. So I've got the motherboard screws here. They've still got all the corrosion and stuff on them, but should be fine. Okay, got the 9 screws. Put them on the side here. Go get the motherboard. Okay, got the motherboard right here. So the ports are back here, so it's gonna go blam like this. Okay. Let's see if we can just drop it in there first. Carefully lower it. Okay. Line up the holes for the mounting. I'm pretty sure it's going to install very similar to how it was before. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Let me see if all the ports are all lined up. Not really, but I think that'll be fine. Okay. The port on this thing is freaking massive. Look at how big the block is on that thing. It's enormous. That's what I want to say. Alright, so I'm going to take my... Where's my fancy screwdriver? I'm going to take our fancy Japanese screwdriver. I think this will work. Let's see. And just start screwing it in. Just screw it in lightly for now. We'll start with the middle ones. I'm so excited, guys. This is it, man. This is the main board is getting installed. I'm waiting a long time to get this thing running. Okay, just loosely for now. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. I like it. It's all black. Since when did they start making circuit boards in black, you know? It's been that's kind of like a common modern theme, is they have different colored stuff. Like I've seen red. Typically a lot of the stuff, circuit boards were green in the past. What color was the old one? I think the old one was the old one was black. This one is so cool though. It's black and gray. It's so cool. I love motherboards, man. This just got so much stuff going on with them. Now, I mean, I know there's like the more basic the motherboard, the less stuff there is hanging off of it, you know. But yeah. Oh boy, this one is hard to get to right here. I was surprised how well it fit in there with this fan, you know. Oh my god. Let's get this in there. Magnetic screwdrivers. I like this little screwdriver that came with the CPU thing. Okay. Alright, last one. Where are you at? Okay, let me just make sure it's pressed up back there as much as possible. Okay, it's not really moving at all, so I think this like kind of self-centers itself, so I'm going to start tightening them. start with the center ones first. I wish I was working on a table here. Still got a lot of room in my room, you know. Just double check. Got the middle and the top ones tighten. Okay. Let's go this one. Okay. It's perfect. It fit in here perfect. So if you guys are wondering what motherboard this is an ATX. Alright, it's a full-size motherboard. Not a mini ATX, not a baby whatever, you know, it's an ATX motherboard. Pretty much the big standard. And it fit just like the other one. So in my opinion, if you know, it's depending on what you're going to use it for, you know, and what stuff you're going to connect to it. Get the biggest motherboard you can fit in your case. Okay. Alright. There we go. It's installed. Woo! So first thing we should probably install is the power connector. Alright. This is the main power for the board. It goes right here. Okay. It's going to connect right here. Do I have it backwards? Oh. There. Okay. Okay. This is just going to kind of go up like that. Nothing I can do about it. Alright, and then what the heck is all this here? CPU power 2. let me go read the manual. I have the manual on my phone, so I gotta go take a look at what the heck that is. But what else? So we have this. What is this here? This is PCI Express. This is for like a video card. What else do we got that's not connected? Ah, here we go. Maybe that's that. P3. P3. What's P3? I don't know. Shit. I don't remember what some of this stuff does, man. Kind of got a problem here. My old motherboard has one of those connectors for the CPU. It's an 8-pin. Alright, right here. 8-pin. But there's 12 pins. There's a CPU 1 power and a CPU 2 power. Do you really need 2 power cables for a CPU? Let me go read the manual, guys. Anyway, see, take a look at that. Right, there's 10 pins, right? There's an 8 and a 4. Oh, excuse me, there's 12 pins. There's 12 pins, and then right here, my old motherboard, there's only an 8-pin. So what the dealio, man? So I say, right? Man, that is, I don't know. Well, anyway, that big block thing just covers everything. I wonder what's under there. I think it's just a cover for the what's under there. Okay, let me figure out what's going on. Okay, I only have the one 8-pin. So what I read on the interwebs is if you're going to be overclocking, then you're going to need another power connector. But I'm not going to be overclocking, so that is fine. HadesOmega is going to be saving electricity is what he's going to be saying. Right here. Alright, HadesOmega is not. HadesOmega used to be a fan of overclocking back in the days, but I just want my stuff to run nice and cool and all that stuff. So, okay, so we just connect it to the one, the CPU power one, the 8-pin. I heard that unless you're overclocking like a lot, it's not going to make a difference. All right, but this is actually 2 4-pins. So if I actually had another 4-pin, it would be okay. So HadesOmega is kind of kicking himself in the ass for not buying a new power supply. I was gonna buy a new one, and then it got lost in the mail, and then what a pain in the booty, man. All right, there you go. So that's there. I probably want to keep this away from the fan. Okay. Oh, great. How annoying. It's this heatsink thing is in the way. hold on. Let me flip this around so it doesn't do that. It's coiling around like in a way that like I can't. I'm trying to get it in this little thingy here. So okay, very elegant. Sorry, I gotta fix all these wires. They just started coming out. So it's because I put the case on its side that all the wires started spilling out of the rail here. Anyway, so what I did is I put it in the rail here. Is what I did. It's in the rail and it loops around here and it goes in there. So I think that's the best way to do it. I thought I was gonna stick it in here, but I guess whatever. That's fine. That way it's not touching the motherboard or whatever, okay? Okay, so yeah, power's connected. Now I think it's time to install the CPU cooler. Let me get some alcohol and we'll clean the CPU. Okay, man, I hope this CPU works because we're going to go install it. Alright, so anyway, I've got a bottle of alcohol here and then we'll go rub it on the CPU, let it cool, let it dry for a minute. And we'll go install the CPU cooler finally. We'll see what that monstrosity looks like in there, right? CPU's already installed. I don't want to mess around with it because it had the bent pins and everything. Okay, maybe we'll give it another pass. Oh yeah, don't do that on top of there, please. I know it's alcohol, it's gonna evaporate, but. Okay, the CPU is going to live here for a very long time. It's going to do a lot of work. We'll let that cool or dry for a minute or two. And we'll go install it. Okay, it's been a minute since I've done this, guys, so bear with me. I've done this a whole bunch of times, but like I just wanted to make sure I'm doing it right. So I watched the video. But anyway. All right, so we're gonna spray a glob of this Arctic Silver 5 onto the CPU. All right, and then we're gonna use this putty knife to spread it. All right. Now the way HadesOmega has done it in the past is I'll squirt some on there, and I just use my finger and I just move it around. Apparently, you're not supposed to do it that way, but that's the way I've been doing it the whole time. You know, in my opinion, the CPU is flat and the heatsink is flat, all right? Well, the reason that we're applying this is actually not flat, all right? But it's flat enough where, like, you know, it'll smoothen itself out, you know? Okay, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, yippee-ki-yay, here we go. All right, let's open this. I read that it's totally safe to touch this. It's just grease, guys. That's all it is. All right. So, but since they told you to use they want you to use like a plastic card or something, or some kind of spreader. Something like that. Can't hurt to have extra, in my opinion. Boy, I bought 2 of these tubes and that's all we freaking used, right? I wish I'd only... But hey, you never know. I may upgrade the CPU in the future, so you know, it'll be handy to have extra, you know, on hand. Oh, you know what? This is kind of hard to use. There's not a lot of space in here. Let me take this CPU. Let me take the power cord out of the board real quick. Get that out of the way real quick. Okay. Now we got room to work with. Could you imagine doing this with all the stuff in here, the RAM and all that crap? Yeah. So I guess maybe we'll do it in halvesies. I would rather just use my finger. Okay, I guess this way works pretty good too. It's hard to get it spread off all the way though. What I would do is I would do a line, just squirt a line in there, man. May need more. This might not be enough. You need at least enough to cover the whole CPU, man. I'm not. You gotta at least paint it on there, paint the whole thing, you know. This is the first time I've used one of these putty knives. Yeah, we need more. Try not to make a mess. No promises. Yeah, you want to get an even coverage of everything. Okay, let's go around this way again. I think I should put more. I think that's fine. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not on there super flat, but when you put the CPU on there, it's going to be thick. Maybe just put a little bit more. That's fine. I got plenty, so. Let's go diagonal. Okay, if there's like too much on there, it's okay. It's not a big deal. All right, now it's time to install the CPU cooler. So another way that I saw that you could do this is to get like something flat and then just squish it down in there until it covers the whole CPU. So you could do that also, but I don't have anything flat to stamp it down with like that. Okay, and then now we're gonna install the CPU cooler. Which way does it go? That's good. Okay, so there's a certain way that this is supposed to go because it goes over the RAM. I think it goes this way. All right. So do we install the RAM first? Well, I could install the RAM on the other two slots. It's up to you, man. What do you want to do, man? Let me go look at the manual real quick. I just looked at the manual. So there's a reason they give you this special long screwdriver is because you can't access this freaking screw here. Okay, you can't access this screw here because it's underneath the heatsink, right? That's why there's a hole in the heatsink, so you can do that. Okay, got it. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so yeah, so the way it goes. The way you're supposed to install it is the heat sinks are supposed to bend, all right? The heat pipes are supposed to bend towards the input-output panel, all right? So this way, okay? And so that gives you a lot of room to access the RAM later because yeah, if you install it this way, it's going to go over the RAM, and you don't want that. Yeah, then you won't be able to install the RAM. So, okay. So we're just gonna stick it on there, and it's just to tighten it evenly. Oh yeah, there's a plastic. I almost forgot. Yeah, there's a plastic here too. So we got to take this peel off before installation. All right, we're gonna peel this off. Okay. And then now it's ready to install. There's a bunch of kind of stuff on the top of it, but that's okay. It was underneath, so I'm assuming it's clean, right? So. Okay. Just gonna press it on there. Okay. What I might want to do is spread it a little bit with the heatsink. Move it around a little bit so it has a good contact. Left and right, up and down. Okay. Then I'm going to go start tightening it. Start tightening it. What's up? It's not going in. What the heck? It's not tightening. Dude, I can't even see what the other one is doing. Oh, the other one tightens fine. What's up? Okay, I can feel the other one tightening. This one does not like install it wrong or something. No, for whatever reason this is not going down. Spring is not moving at all. Hold on, let's take this back out. There's something wrong with this. I already tightened the other one too, man. What a pain in the booty, guys. Let's take it back out. This is broken. This spring doesn't move. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta press down really hard to get it on there. Let's try this again. There we go. Whew, I don't know why that was so hard before, man. Okay, like I mentioned, I'll wiggle this a little bit. Make sure it's nice and flat. There we go, got it. What a pain in the ass, dude. That was so hard. How tight are you supposed to make this? Just to tighten them evenly. Alright, you see what's going on here. Okay, I got them both in. We're just tightening it one by one. One at a time, and I think that's it. The other one is tightening a lot. This one is not tightening at all. Okay, I think that's good. Cool. Let me go look at the manual, how tight we're I don't like this, guys. I don't like this screw thing. I mean, I guess it's stronger, but I would rather have the little bar thing with the claw that holds it in, because you don't have to worry about how tight you're making it. So I don't know if it's tight enough. There's no torque spec or anything, so I'm just gonna do it as tight as I can make it without having to struggle with this. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. That's on there, man. It's not going anywhere. Whew, jeez. Yeah, it fits. It fits. It clears. It clears the fan. I was worried. Worried that this is going to be too tall and they won't be able to close the case, but it's actually just right. Perfect. Okay, so now. Okay, I got the fan clips. Okay, I need 2 fan clips per fan. Where did the fan go? Okay, so we want to install the fan this way, okay? The CPU fan is right here, the connector, so I guess I want to move this over here. So we're going to install it. Well, maybe we could do it like this. Let's do it right here. That way we could use some of this long cable. Alright, it's going to install like this. That's how it's going to work. Alright, you could install another one if you want to on the other side. Yeah, but I've got this fan here, so it doesn't really matter, okay? That's what I want to say. Okay, my memory card ran out of data. Alright, so we're going to install it like this. Yeah, so this cable doesn't have to be super long. Oh, we got it the wrong way. Okay, yeah, so we want it with the Scythe logo outward, okay? Yeah, so when you have it like this, it's gonna suck air. All right, we're gonna blow air through the heatsink and out this way. So this will be the pusher, and this will be a puller fan. Okay, you don't want them to do the opposites. Okay, so it's gonna go like that. Then they give you these fan clips. There's 2 fan clips per. What a pain in the booty this thing is. Wow, it fits in there perfectly. Alright, how does this go now? Oh, I see. Okay, there's a little claws that hold it on the side The way they made this heatsink is pretty incredible. I think we were gonna do it like this. Yeah, it's even got little rubber feet on it, so it doesn't make any noise. This is a really nice. This is way nicer than my last fan. I think this goes like this. Just like this. And I think it just, you just pull it till it clips there. Wow. Yeah, it's a little spring. That's what it is. Okay. Same thing for another one. Get it in the holes. The nice thing is these 120 millimeter fans are really easy to find too. Yeah, you're supposed to use the upper holes. I can't, man, I can't see anything. Okay. Oh, it's supposed to go this way. Not bad. Okay, so yeah, it's supposed to go like this. All right, so clamps on like this. I did it right the first time. I don't know why I didn't get it this time. All right, and then you just kind of pull this guy back until it clips in here. There's a notch right here in the heatsink. But yeah, there it is. Fan installed. So the clip goes in this way, and then you just kind of bend it back until it attaches to the little heatsink here. Okay, cool. All done. Then we just go plug in the CPU. Right, there it is, nearly installed. Just plug this in. Bam, that's it. And we're just gonna keep it just like that. Gonna tighten this more. And I like the way that looks already, so I'm not gonna mess with it. There, and wham, there we go. Pretty clean install. I like it. I like it a whole lot. Okay. There it is. Holy moly, is it huge. Is it gonna block anything else? No, not really. Yeah, pretty happy with how that turned out. Okay, now let's go install the RAM. Okay, next thing we're gonna install is the RAMs, all right? Also known as random access memory is what it's called. All right, so here, there we go. We're going to be installing G.Skill Ripjaws 5 DDR4 PC 4000. All right, 4000 megahertz CPU. It says it supports Intel. Oh, boo-hoo. Okay, let's open her up. It's RAM. It's pretty simple. It was pretty simple to install. All right, that's the way they designed it. All right. There's a little card here, instruction card. It says do not mix memory kits together. Boot at the speed, at default speed for the whatever. Okay, hopefully everything will automatically install for us, but I will go into the BIOS when we fire it up. There's a sticker here. I'll put this on the front of the case when we're done. All right, and let's go ahead and install it. I'm going to install it on the two left ones, okay, these two guys. Okay, so if I ever want to upgrade in the future, I got to buy the same exact same RAM is what they're saying. All right, so I'll have to buy it like this matched set for best performance. All right, I mean, I guess you could match it with another one, but that's similar specs. How the heck does this go out? Don't mess the box up. I could use the box still. There you go. Yeah, it's really locked in there. Okay, there's one. I'm just gonna stick it in there. Hope for the best. It only goes in one of two ways. I think you want it so you can read the Ripjaws thing. Okay. There we go. Press it in until it clicks. Let's get this other one. I don't like that noise it makes, that kind of crunchy noise. All right, there we go. RAM installed. All right, yeah, and also while we're at it, let's go put the power connector back in. Remember, I had to take the power connector out to install the CPU, to spread the CPU loop. Ah, so hard to get in there. Why? Okay. So far, so good. Everything still looks clean in there. Well, so what's next? What's next? Let's install the M2 SSD drive. All right. I've never installed one of these before, so I guess this is going to be it's the first time for everything.